Good evening and welcome to Hoops Friday Night, week number 7 already. However, our first of the new year. And Tony, we're kicking off 2023 with action from the Northwest Conference.
That's right, Dave. We'll head to Harrod for a battle between the Allen East Mustangs and the Ada Bulldogs. The Mustangs have a 3-game winning streak on the line, while the Bulldogs look to bounce back from a loss against those very same Mustangs from last month's border battle at Waynesville-Goshen.
Well, 2 5-win teams out of the NWC matching up this evening with Ada taking on Allen East, both looking for their first conference dub. One team would change that tonight, Tony. We'll have to see what happens here. We're going to start our action off, though, in the second half. Ada down by 8, however, using the defense. It's Spencer Wall, who takes it coast to coast all by himself. Euro step, jumper off the glass, deficit cut now to 6. Bulldogs again anticipate the pass here, getting that defense going. Carter Conley takes it to the cup with one hand, scoops it in. Just a 4-point lead now. The Mustangs will then take over. Keaton Lehman with the rebound off his own miss. Then the short jumper shows a little bit of flex in there after. Next time, Lehman is going to find Keaton Miller in the corner, and he splashes the triple try. Now, one triple's nice, Tony, but Miller says, how about another? And the very next possession, Mustangs win 69-55. Let's stay in the NWC over at the Pirate Ship. Bluffton atop the conference at 2-0 and 5-3 overall, hosting the 7-1 Crestview Knights. First half action, Knights. Isaac Klein gets it over to Kelman Putnam, who buries the corner jumper. Knights up by 3. Now Bluffton will get an answer. However, Landon Worcester drives to the lane and feeds Brandon Hilty, fakes the defense, gets to the bucket, takes a 1-point lead. Back and forth, however, Putnam again buries the jumper. Crestview takes a 1-point lead back. But you guessed it, another lead change. Carson Soper with the vision to get around the defense and to the rim, lays it in Bluffton's lead. But that wouldn't last long as the Knights would come back down as Klein dials it up from downtown for the triple 2-point lead. Bluffton will get a 3 of their own there late, but in the end, Crestview Knights get the dub tonight, 55-48. They move to 8-1.
It's a PCL/NWC showdown between the Leipzig Vikings and the Columbus Grove Bulldogs. The Vikings look to go over the 500 record mark, while the Bulldogs are trying to even their record at 4-4. In the third, Hayden Hegel comes away with the loose ball. He cashes in on the other end with the layup. The Vikings now trailed 32-27. Leipzig still playing defense. This time, it's Ty Lammers who takes the rock. He takes it down court for 2 more points. The Vikings now down 32-29. But here come the Bulldogs. Zach Reynolds finds Kylan Mize, and he drops it in for 2. CG now leads by 9. Now it's Keegan Bame, who slices and dices his way through the Vikings defense. His basket gives the Dogs a 40-33 lead. The Dogs continue to pull away as Tad Cook gets the rebound and the basket. Grove wins this game 54-50. The Lancers of Lincoln View head to the walk-in closet to do battle with the 8-1 Spencerville Bearcats. Bearcats looking to make it 3 straight victories in a row, while the Lancers are eyeing their 2nd win of the season. In the first, Bearcats lead by 1. Josh Henline beats the defense down the court and gets the layup. Bearcats go up by 3. Next possession for Spencerville. Blake Summers drives baseline, gets the bucket. Bearcats now lead by 5. In the second quarter, Lincoln View trying to chip away. Cal Evans gets a screen and spots up for the J. He knocks it down thanks to a friendly bounce. Lancers down by 9. Moments later, it's Creston Toe who makes some room and nails a jump shot, but Lincoln View still down by 9. Spencerville, too much for the Lancers tonight as Henline is wide open for a 3-ball. He buries the triple try. Bearcats go on to win 68-32.
Well, in its last season, the track with a big matchup tonight. The Spartans, though, they fall to Toledo Central Catholic Irish 67-61. With that win, TCC improves to 4-0 in the conference. The Spartans, with the loss, well, they sit at 2-3. And the Findlay Trojans are winners at home, knocking off the Fremont Ross Little Giants. That score was 73-48. Findlay now has a 4-game win streak.
We need to take our first break on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, we take a look at our spotlight game featuring a pair of WBL contenders. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back, everyone. Coming into tonight, the Shawnee Indians and the Defiance Bulldogs were 2 of 3 teams still undefeated in WBL play. Both teams entered this showdown with a pair of 6-game winning streaks on the line, and that's why this game is our Hoops Friday night spotlight game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
The Shawnee Indians have won the last 8 meetings against the Defiance Bulldogs. Their most recent encounter saw the Tribe coming out on top, 86-77, nearly 1 year ago. Defiance starts us off. The Bulldogs, starting 5, each have a hand in the passing game, and David Jimenez kisses it off the glass. Bulldogs lead by 2. Now Jimenez hits Caden Zacharich. He fakes the 3, then glides to the hoop to extend the Dogs' lead to 4. Shawnee answers back moments later. Will McBride fights Austin Miller in the corner. He buries the 3 ball and gets his team up on their feet. Indians down by 1. Moments later, Beckett Berkey driving in, he lets it go, and he gets a teardrop to fall. Shawnee pulls closer, but the Bulldogs trying to keep their momentum. Aiden Kessling finds Braden Shaw, and Shaw lets it fly. He makes good on this triple try. Defiance wins this game, 60-52. Sticking with the WBL action, the Supreme Court is the site between the battle of the St. Mary's Rough Riders and Ottawa Glandorf Titans. The Titans looking to remain perfect in league play, while the Rough Riders are trying to get over the 500 mark. In the opening quarter, it's a tie game. Jace Turner sizing up his man. He turns and hits a short J. St. Mary's now leads by 2. Moments later, Evan Angstman with the alley-oop to Austin Parks. An Ohio State commit throws it down with a 2-handed slam. Rough Riders now lead by 1. Then, in the final seconds of the first, Colin White finds Hunter Steckschulte, and he cans the triple try as time expires. The buzzer beater has the Titans up 20-10. In the second quarter, Colin White decides to show off his range too. The junior buries this 3 ball. OG leads by 13. And they're not done yet. Titans in transition. Levi Unterbrink with a bounce pass over to White. He gets the hoop and the harm. A game high and school record, 44 points for White tonight as the Titans win this one, 78-44.
Well, more WBL action coming to you from the bathtub as the Wildcats looking to pick up their first win in the campaign. The Elida Bulldogs, though, coming in looking strong. 6 wins on the year for them. Bulldogs offense runs through Zori Island. Island here finds Seth Sharp, who uses the shot fake, goes up, and gets the Hoop Dogs up by 2. Wildcats would answer. Xavier Tickle finds his man of his own, Jackson Foster, who rises up for the long-distance bucket, buries it, Cats up by 1 now. Bath looking for more now as Drake Craddock gives it to Tickle, who drives hard with the hoop, holds his balance, and hits the floater in the lane, lead push to 3. A lot of offense, though, would go on a run, however, as they spread the ball around, eventually find Bryce Engel, the top of the key, and he drains it all tied up. But the Cats would pull away. A jumper by Drake Craddock in the lane, 2 of his 31. Bath wins 59-54. A couple more games in the WBL. Salina wins a nail-biter 41-39 over Kenton. Big upset as Salina came into tonight 0-9. Kenton drops to 6-5 on the campaign. And another upset as Wapak wins a close one as well, 46-44. That was over Van Wert. Cougars enter tonight with just 1 loss on the season, but as we know, any given Friday in the court, anything can happen. Time for some MAC action. These 2 heavyweights squaring off tonight with Coldwater taking on the New Bremen there. Both teams entered tonight atop the conference. Home team, though, would answer first. Evan Iyink uses the muscle in the post there, gets the 2 Cardinals up by 2, but the Cavaliers take it right back. Long 3 ball. Evan Harlemart, nothing but the bottom. How about this shot? Iyink, with the unlimited range, drills it. 1-point Cardinal lead. New Bremen, though, looking for more now as Aaron Thiemann stops and gets around the defender for the bucket. Lead push to 4, but the Cavs will get hot. Braylon Blockberger hits it from long range, and then off the miss, Blade Boucher with the putback. Cavs win a nail-biter 48-47.
We're heading to the barn for another MAC showdown. The Marion local Flyers tangle with the New Knoxville Rangers. Flyers trying to build on their 6-1 record, while the Rangers are trying to snap a 3-game skid. We pick things up in the 4th. Rangers down big. Preston Rutschilling pulls up and hits the mid-range J. New Knoxville now down by 25. Next possession for the Rangers is Jay Waterman, who drives to the rim and lays it in. Rangers pull within 23. On the other end, Tate Hess finds Jack Kanapke. He drops it through the 10. Timeout Rangers as the Flyers lead 52-27. Moments later, it's Kyle Audie who pulls up and finishes with the right. Flyers now have a 29-point lead. Then it's Mitchell Rangley who has the same idea. He cuts through the opposition for the basket. Marion local wins this game 58-25. Here are the rest of the scores from the MAC. The St. Henry Redskins take down the Minster Wildcats at home, 70-66 for their 4th win of the season. St. John's Blue Jays wins on the road against Fort Recovery Indians, 55-49, and snap the Indians' 6-game winning streak in the process. And the Versailles Tigers earned their 5th win of the season as they took down the Parkway Panthers, 67-50 on the road. And we're set for our second and final break on Your News Now Sports. When we come back, we have a BBC and PCL action coming your way. Stick around for more. Welcome back. The Liberty Bending Eagles are undefeated, not just in BVC play, but overall this season. The Eagles are 8-0 as they invade the Hive to do battle with the Corey Rawson Hornets. Since December 2005, the Eagles have had the upper hand against the Hornets with a 16-1 record. The Hornets' lone win versus LB during that span was back in December of 2017. In the first, Hornets looking to get on the board. Eric Davis gets his own rebound and banks it off the glass. Hornets go up by 2. On the other end, Cason Doolittle drives to the hoop and he pulls up and hits the jumper. His basket ties things up for the Eagles. Moments later, it's Cameron Garlock who looks for an open man. He feeds it to Reed Thomas for the bucket. The road team goes up by 2. Hornets respond right back. Wilson Garmotter hits Michael Bixler, and Bixler gets the basket for his team. We're tied up once again. Eagles begin to turn it up as Doolittle finds Carson Conaway, and he hits nothing but net with this 3-ball. LB goes on to win 65-29. And more scores from the BBC as the Wildcats take care of the Tigers at home, 66-46. And the Pandora Gilboa Rockets get the dub on the road. They beat the Black Knights, 57-41. The Redskins of Arcadia get their second win of the season against the Falcons, 55-50, and the Red Devils of Arlington get the win at home against Macomb to improve to 8-2 overall. 54-32 was the final. Now we turn it over to Justin Dirks with action for the Putnam County League.
Thank you, Tony. We have a pair of PCL conference matchups coming your way. First, we start in Fort Jennings as the Musketeers are desperate to get a win 10 games into the season as they host the 6-4 Kalida Wildcats, with both teams facing each other in their first conference showdown of the season. Over at the Fort, Coach Stat Schulte and the Wildcats looking for redemption after their 4-point loss to Crestview last week, but Coach Todd Hain and the Musketeers are looking to defend their home court in front of a packed house full of fans from both sides. Picking up the action in the first, Jarrett Mag dribbles to the outside and finds Jaron Swick in the corner. He drains that dime from downtown. First points of the game for the Musketeers, down 1. Fort Jennings looking to score again. Swick with the assist to Brant Menke showing off the range. Musketeers take the lead by 2 now. Now on the transition, look at Jaden Smith take it to the rack and avoid the charge with the Euro step. That ties the game up. Then the steal under the basket by E.J. Miller results in fast break points as Smith once again takes it to the hoop, finishing with authority on the slam dunk. You would think we were at the Palace the way the crowd erupts. Wildcats get their 7th win with a 51-36 victory. Now more action from the Putnam County League as the Pirates Cove. The 5-4 Wildcats of Miller City head 10 minutes east on the 6-1-3 to face the 4-7 Continental Pirates in their first PCL conference matchups of the season. We start in the third quarter, all knotted up at 19 apiece. Andon Ruhi gets the ball for Miller City. He backs into the defender and gets the opening to get the basket to fall. Then Continental striking back, however, as Mason Rail gets found at the corner. He delivers from long distance, and it's still a close ball game. Miller City would get their momentum going, however, and it's Braden Barlaggy backing down. He gets the opening inside the paint, and he gets it to drop. Then another Barlaggy sees the open lane. This time it's Ethan with the miss, however, but it's Ruhi putting in the work, getting the loose board and returning it for the basket, giving Miller City the lead. Then Wildcats would go on to win this one 45-31. Let's head to the stage at Jefferson for a battle of the NWC against the NWCC, where the 3-5 Wildcats are hosting the 1-7 Tigers of Waynesfield Goshen. Jeff Cats looking for a win after back-to-back losses, while the Tigers are hungry for their first win in a month. Picking it up in the second, nice board and basket by Gardner Agner. Jefferson leads by 7 now. Then WG trying to keep it close as Jaden Elliott drives to the hoop, hits the sweet layup, dodging the defender. Tigers down 6. Then Agner comes up with the defensive board, and he takes it coast to coast for the score. Nice adjustment midair to make that basket. Home team up by 8. Now Agner avoids the double team, kicks it out to a wide open Isaac Gallmeyer for the 3. Jefferson up 15, and they kept it going. Then another offensive board is kicked outside to Gallmeyer, who buries another shot from long range. That takes the lead to 20 as the Wildcats roll to their 4th win, 61-39. Now let's take a look at some scores from the Shelby County League. The Redskins pull out one over the Rockets at home with a 53-47 victory. And over at Fairlawn, the Wildcats win a close one on the road over the Jets, 31-29. Then over in Jackson Center, the Tigers get the big win at home over the Raiders of Russia, 65-53 the final.
And around the GMC we go. The Hicksville Aces win a close one at home against the Wayne Trace Raiders, 46-45 as they improve to 10-1. The Antwerp Archers defend home court against the Edgerton Bulldogs, 52-45. The Archers are now on a 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Paulding Panthers take down the Arrowsville Pilots 56-50 on their home court, and the Tenora Rams defend in home court against the Fairview Apaches 42-34.
Well, that's all the time we have for Hoops Friday night, Week 7. Guys, Colin White tonight, obviously putting up 44 points. I mean, that's a great performance to see. We didn't get the chance to see him dunk yet, Tony. It's going to happen, I know for sure. But, hey, we thank everyone who helps get this all together and everybody that tuned in.
There's plenty of boys and girls action on the hardwood tomorrow, and we'll bring you highlights from the Lima Senior Wrestling Invitational. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.